This channel is for immature audiences only. It is not for children, only for childish adults. We might play some video games that kids also like, but we say words like fuck and shit with alarming frequency and make crude, inappropriate, and morbid jokes all the damn time. Level 0 NPCs assumes no responsibility if your idiot spawn watches this and gets traumatized.
Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Freddy Pharkas, Frontier Pharmacist. I hope you're doing well.
Howdy there, partners. We're back.
Good to be back in this charming little game.
It is charming in a weird way.
I have been waiting to open this fresh, cold can of bubbly until the PCs at home could hear me do it. So here we go. We're going to get right up on the mic, and I'm going to open and consume this ice-cold carbonated beverage. Just treat everyone to a nice ASMR experience.
I'm into that.
What flavor is it so we can at least picture the packaging?
I misspoke. It is an aha. And it is a watermelon lime.
Yes.
Aha.
So it is like the green and the red and...
yeah, it's very vibrant colors.
Yeah. I find the ahas to be violently carbonated.
They are, yeah. So it's going to make a good soundscape.
Yeah.
For the people at home. Here goes. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Whoa! It's like I'm there. It's like I'm there. Nice job. Smooth.
Okay, 15 and 15. So we fucked up at the last of the last, sort of the last,
yeah.
That was eye-wateringly carbonated.
Yeah, we didn't grind the recipe, basically.
Yeah, that's what we did wrong.
So yeah, we just basically put it into a beaker and just kind of let the powders sort of just be there.
Turns out that's not how medicine works.
No, really not.
Not yet. Not yet.
I mean, I guess we could have put our hand over top of the beaker and shook it until the two powders sort of came together, but they might be different levels of granularity or something. Anyway, we needed to use the mortar pestle and grind it up a little bit. And so we've now done that. And so in doing so, well, fortunately the game was kind enough not to just end on us.
Yeah.
Doing that improperly, but
it's not this isn't the gold.
A little bit further left on the screen there.
These aren't the Gold Rush days. If this were Gold Rush, we would have handed that lady her medicine and she would have just died.
Yeah, but there'd be no animation for it. They just tell us she died, and
there would be a black screen with some text that says, she died. Game over.
This is your fault. You're terrible.
Well, this is, this might be one of the games where those animations could or would happen. I forget if Freddy Pharkas was or wasn't. You do kind of see that happening in some of the games. And Leisure Suit Larry was, generally speaking, pretty good about having actually, horrific animations. Space Quest as well. But...
Spotcha Quest.
Okay, so now I believe I have properly done this.
I hope so.
I do too. I mean, we got a save game right here, so if in the worst case, we'll just do it once more time, and players will just get sick of watching me do this particular prescription over and over again. But
I think the pixel animation death that has most stuck with me over the years was in a shitty Duke Nukem Game Boy Advance game, and it was the fall damage death. Because when you fell far enough, you'd hit the ground, and Duke would just sort of look incredulously at the camera for a couple frames. And then over the course of the next 2 frames, he would just become paste. He would just flatten out into gore. And I don't know, I found it really awful every time. The humor was almost lost on me. I hated it so much.
I can respect that, though. Somebody really wanted you to feel bad for letting Duke die like that.
And made sure that Duke made me feel bad. Like, looked at me as like,
Freddie
you did
dear.
this.
That's going to be 22 cents, Sadie, but for you, I'll make it 19. What do you say we just sort of take it out and trade, Freddie? I'm a mite short this week. Well, thanks, Freddie. You're a lambikins. Catch you tonight, maybe. Ta-ta. There she goes.
Has anyone paid us yet? I forget.
No. Nobody. Hey, Farkas, my butt's killing me. He really knows how to make an entrance, doesn't he?
Oh, his sprite even matches that attitude.
Sorry to hear that, Smithy. Yeah, so give me some of that preparation G.
So we have the preparation G. So here's a quick question. Do we want to just advance the plot right now? We're going to end this chapter by talking to Smithy and giving him his butt meds. But we can walk around town and look around a little bit first if we like. Otherwise, there's going to be some stuff that we got to do with a little bit more urgency. But
so we can just leave him here holding his insides in.
yeah, you know.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just stand around. No,
well, I have the tube here, but I've got some errands to run first.
Actually, I don't even have errands. I just want to look around.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Did you not hear me say my butt's killing me?
I think I might die, Farkas. I'll be back in a minute, Smithy. You just hang in there. You dang well better be, Farkas. These piles are killing me. I'm fixing to nail someone to a wall unless I get some relief, damn it.
Well, good luck with that. Bye now.
Sorry I screamed there, but he seemed like he was just screaming.
Yeah, he looked like a bit of a screamer. Okay, we've already talked to Pete.
We already talked to Pete. We got quite a little reaction. You know? Playing this. A lot of people weren't expecting it.
Which is odd, considering there's not a whole lot more one-offs to see, but
I mean, we didn't really even decide until 15 minutes before we started.
It is true.
So,
hey, it's Penelope.
Penelope.
Oh, sorry, Penelope.
Hold on, at least wait till she's out of the schoolhouse, for the love of Christ. Penelope. Freddie, how nice to see you. Did you leave work just to come see me? Yeah. Just being able to look at you makes my day seem to fly by. Penelope titters and tilts her head coyly. You do know how to flatter a girl, don't you? Now, you get back to work so you'll have enough money to take me to the Sadie Hawkins dance next week. Day dance. Sorry, day dance.
It's okay. That's okay.
It's fine, I fucked it up. As you wish, my lady.
It's amazing how, there's a contagious element to it where as soon as you pronounce the word Penelope, the rest of the sentence sort of morphs into nonsense around it. The other words lose meaning.
Main Street comes to an end here in the thick, mucky swamp. Not musky. Beyond it lies the old abandoned mine. Might be musky, but probably not. It was the last train to Coarsegold, and it's sunken at the station. Over yonder is the old abandoned miners' commissary, where the miners used to eat before the mine closed down. Of course, the food over there is as fresh now as it was the day it was made.
What a lovely little set that is.
Yeah, this is great.
All the environment art is nice, but
to enjoy and admire the environments of Freddy Pharkas, of Coarsegold here as well.
This is the tank portion of the water tower, The whole town's drinking water supply is stored here.
That feels like it might be
That could be important at some point.
important later.
There's a spigot at the base of the water tower.
You can just
also
wrap your
really
lips
respect-
right around it.
I also really respect the amount of actual, like, you know, pharmaceutical and like sort of scientific work that you do over the course of the game. Like, you'll see it coming up as well, but most of the solutions here, or most of the things that you have to do sort of over the course of the game, do kind of fit into that mold.
This is the central area of Bluff Street, which runs parallel to Main Street. An old squeaky sheep vane turns gently on top of Reverend Hallelujah's house.
That can't be his real name.
Perhaps he's trying to get people to join his flock. One of Hyman Undertaker's coffins is lying in disrepair off the reboot here. No, reboot hill. Sorry.
Untertaker.
Untertaker. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, that is actually German. Looks like Cedar Motel number 7, Eternal Slumber. And no moths. Untertaker.
Hyman Untertaker.
Hyman Untertaker. Unter. I'm going to get it right from now on. There's no need to touch that. The candles in the church foyer are glowing with a holy light.
Oh god, that was like the worst of all pronunciations of Foyer.
Foyer. I gotta say it like they do in the
I think that's accurate. That's period and location accurate, that is.
Yeah, darn right. They wouldn't miss a puddle of this candle wax, that's for sure.
If you pronounced it Foyer, someone would shoot you.
Yeah.
Well,
Foyer?
they just think that you were a little fancy.
What do you mean,
If
foyer?
If you pronounced it Foyer, someone would shoot you. And when the sheriff came to see what had happened, when you explained what happened, the sheriff would then shoot you for saying it. He pronounced it Foyer! Bang! Dead.
Now you know we don't pronounce it like that. Look at all the toilets inside of this town.
Well, I mean, this feels like a
The door of this outhouse is the only part they got right. They did a real half-assed job on the rest of it. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, well, I guess that's just another sort of hallmark of the of sort of just Lowe related games as well, as they do seem to give attention to making sure that there's plenty of bathrooms available.
It's something that actually irks me in a lot of game settings.
Just the lack of toilets.
Well, just like, where do people poop? Like, my partner and I were playing No Man's Sky, and I was decorating a base, and I was like, ooh, there's some new bar decorations. I'm going to make a bar with a tap and stuff like that. And I was going around, it's like, I can't give these people anywhere to shit. It's just all these people walking around this big freighter, and it's got, like, stellar extractors and refiners and exocraft bays, and not one toilet, nowhere on the entire ship.
In the future, we will have evolved past the need to pass
I mean,
waste.
everyone's wearing a spacesuit. Maybe they're just all
Exactly.
shitting constantly inside their spacesuit.
I think that's what they would say, yeah.
Maybe there's some kind of biological waste matter reconstitution that happens inside your spacesuit.
Maybe you just need a
got a
tablespoon.
tube.
Maybe everyone just eats a tablespoon of glowing blue bacteria and then never poops again.
Oh, there you go.
Here stands the only bank in town, the First Bank of Bob. The original owner must have had a hard time coming up with an original name for his establishment.
I wonder what possessed Bob to become a banker. Or indeed a bank.
Sitting behind the counter is P.H. Balance, the current owner and operator of the Bank of Bob. Yeah.
Dodged the joke.
And he's a boring, elastin-fixed jerk. Come again. Did you say something, Farkas? I said you were more than just a nice, respected clerk. Oh, it's very different. There's a register here for new customers. If they sign in, they'll get all the usual brochures prompting them to take advantage of the Bank of Bob's home equity loans and other smart investments. Have I told you about our new Columbus Day account? It's a full benefit, non-interest bearing account. Have I told you?
You know.
Did you hear about our Easter Club account? We may even make it an interest-bearing account if we can bear to part with the interest.
You know, timing-wise, that one is appropriate because it is Easter weekend in Canada.
Yes, it is.
The when we air this episode.
It is. It is. If you You recall with fondness that the wonderful old blacksmith that used to operate this shop. Gosh, he was wonderful. What was the hell was his name anyway?
Smithy. He was waiting with an extremely painful asshole like at our shop.
The Robertson Cliffs overlook the thick, beautiful, shimmering waters of Blackwater Creek. The old bridge still offers shaky access to the desert to the west. This is one of Reverend Cy Hallelujah's horses.
See, his name would be more plausible if that was his first name.
Phew! That was a close one. Considering the condition of this old bridge, you may only have about 3 crossings left. Whoops.
It'd be bad if I wasted that, but here we are.
Phew! That was a close one. Considering the condition of this bridge, you may only have about 3 crossings left.
Well,
I'm sure that's not going to come back to bite us way far in the future. It's not like this is a Sierra game, is it?
Apologies if everyone is screaming at their screens
It's
now
all
because
right.
we just triggered a failure condition.
It's fine. I'm also screaming.
that's okay. What I might do is
You didn't save after you gave her the prescription, did you?
no.
No.
But what I might do is load and do everything that we do in this episode later. And just catch ourselves back up. Just in case.
That's fair.
Hey,
It
you
is
never
much
know.
That is much quicker for Luke to play this game without the constant interruptions from Matt
Hey.
and I.
Hey, we could.
I would call it constant interruptions. Interruptions, certainly. But I mean, like, we're also kind of doing this way because we want to, you know.
It's
They're
true.
It
sheep.
would be boring if it was just you guys watching me play, like, at full speed.
That would be weird too if we're on mic, but it's just us like quietly breathing and shifting in our chairs and not saying anything. Just perving out on Luke playing old games.
Yeah.
That's why we never talk about Jim, our fifth host.
Our pervy fifth host.
Yeah,
It's
he's on the
Mom's
call right
Cafe
now.
Here for every single one of them.
Yep,
I'm
he's been here
not
since
your mom, Buckaroo, and don't call me Surly. Sorry.
he's been here
Sorry.
since Gold Rush.
Flies in the summer, snow, fleas in the winter. God, but I miss Missouri.
Missouri.
Morning, Helen. Freddy Pharkas, since when are we on a first name basis? Only my closest friends may call me Helen. You and I are just acquaintances, nothing more. Therefore, you should address me as Mom. Land's sake, I'm sorry, Helen. Mom. That's better. Now, what did you want? When I remember, I will let you know. Honestly, some people. It's Hop Along Sing, Helen's faithful cook from the Far East. Jesus Christ. He used to work as a professional chef for a chain of Ponderosa restaurants.
Is that a barrel of corn and a barrel of beans? Or just very close to the camera?
Yeah, it's close to the camera.
It's foreground cans, yeah.
Yeah. Just something to break up the foreground there.
I noticed just as we were leaving that there was a bottle next to it, which, unless it was a giant bottle, would make more sense to be a foreground element.
I think it was jam. It was jam? Was it jam? I don't even remember.
The foreground here appears to be a destroyed building.
Yep.
Hi, Smithy, I'm back. Everything okay? No, not everything's okay. Gee, snot! Tushy feels like I just sat on a branding iron. Now give me my soothing preparation, G. I need my preparation, G. Farkas, for the love of... Okay. He's adamant.
Yep.
Score. That'll be 15 cents, Smithy, but I don't suppose you can pay me. Are you saying I can't pay my bills fair and square, Farkas? Here, I'm gonna settle up tabs with you anyway, since I'm leaving town. Here's what I owes you. Smithy pays you his tab. A whole $4.87. Holy moly, a windfall. You're rich! Well, kinda, sorta. And if you takes my advice, you'll get out of this town, Farkas. Sheriff's closing people up right and left. Something stinks. And I mean them horses, 'cause they's farting up a storm.
Fartstorm would be a good name for a horse.
Fartstorm? I'm telling you, I was like to pass out. Somebody must have put something in their feed. And I don't know what, but I tells you, there ain't be striking no matches out there. Good luck to you, Farkas. You was always one of the good uns. Good luck to you, Smithy. Your strong back and gruff but good-hearted demeanor will be sorely missed. You're a strange one, Farkas. Fire inspection. I'm here to check out your fire safety as per the new town regulations. Oh, that's a good thing I came too, Farkas. I'm gonna have to shut this place up tighter than a pissant scrotum.
Wow.
But Sheriff, how could you? What's the charge? I haven't done anything wrong. Fire hazard! Why, this building's a terrible fire hazard, Farkas. I do believe this whole building's made out of wood. But Sheriff, every building in this town is made of wood. All of them. I don't know nothing about that, son. Tough luck, Farkas. From now on, keep the front door locked. Well, what am I supposed to do, Sheriff? This is my livelihood. Talk to the bank if I was you. Good day.
I assume he's got a nefarious plot that we're going to have to thwart later. He has a bit of a point, though, because, like, you go to any town that's been around a while, they've always got a section where it's all stone and brick buildings, because it all burned down at some point in history.
Act 2, the plot sickens.
Oh. Fartstorm.
So
There he is.
Freddy was forced to shut down the old pharmacy again as well, but he vowed to keep the place up, knowing that someday he'd be opening it up again. Problem being, the sheriff and ornery cuss, if ever there was one, was doing this all over town. The hotel, the playhouse, the smithy, the tall and thin shop, closing them all down on some flimsy pretext. There was no telling who was going to be next. Who'd put the sheriff up to it? And what was happening with the horses, for crying out loud? It were a mystery, says I.
This guy seems like an unreliable narrator.
It's somebody's poor horse. It seems to be dispelling huge quantities of methane compound. All of the dialogue boxes have vultures on them.
They do now. They had pill bottles on them last.
Holy shit! Okay, well, this is a great place to stop for this episode, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
Also, we got a couple questions that the viewers have been leaving. This is something that we normally do, and it seems to be continuing, but we don't really have a name for it, do we, fellas?
We don't yet, but we're gonna get there.
It's hard to find, like an alliterative synonym for question that goes anywhere with a sort of PH and F.
Yeah, Lord Senile is like a prescription for Farkas. Farking questions has been another one that's been. It's hard to know. It's hard to know where we're gonna go with this.
We just need to find some kind of synonym for question or query or something like that starts with F sound. It'll be like frontier somethings or something like that.
English is such a bullshit language. Like, normally it's just rich and that kind of thing, but no, I can't find a synonym right now.
And if you can't do it, we might be fucked. You're usually pretty good at that sort of thing, Alex. I think we might be fucked. I give up. All right, everybody, this is the last episode of Level 0 NPCs.
We're done. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah,
over.
we're fucked. My vernacular has failed us.
No, it's not your fault. This was inevitable. If it wasn't going to be you, it was going to be somebody else. And, that just happens. So, peace.
Yeah, at some point, we were bound to run out of little jokes to do.
Just make sure you label this one channel finale.
Series finale.
Not even series.
Channel. End of channel.
We're just done. Yeah.
Channel
We had
finale.
one for Colonel's Bequest, which is coming up next, but, we ran into a brick wall with this one.
Yep, nope, can't be fixed. And
Failed
just
as a YouTube channel and must close up shop, as is the way.
yeah, just to sort of cement things too. Matt, Luke, and I will be shuttering our friendships as well.
Yeah.
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 I thought that went without saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, this is really all we've
Can't
got.
possibly associate.
Yeah.
If we failed at YouTube together.
It's gonna be weird for you two because you guys work together. But
We'll just be colleagues and nothing more.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll only communicate to him through his direct manager.
Yeah. Right. I mean, how much of friends can we be with a eldritch being that lives in space and communicates through
It's
us?
true, especially a non-sentient one.
Yes.
Right, like-
Exactly.
I keep talking about things that I will or won't do, as if I have any control over my actions at all.
Well, for those of you who are joining us on this series, Alex is an eldritch being that
lives in space.
Lives in
And
space.
We are
Communicates through us. Yeah.
It's sort of a mystery science theater premise where they keep playing retro games to sort of fend me off, to sort of keep me drifting in my eternal slumber.
Yeah, it's weird. It's wild.
But, I mean, unfortunately, since this is the series of the channel, you guys have all got, maybe 96 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a good one, everybody. I guess maybe we should put existence finale on this one.
Well, like, things will still exist, just nothing in this sort of region.
I know, but I want to like frame it in a way everybody can understand.
It's unlikely that there will
Humanity.
it's unlikely that there will continue to be people.
Oh well, we had our shot. Anyway, see you next
Bye,
episode, maybe.
For the last time.
For the last
Stick and stay, everybody, for the last time. One last time, stick and stay.